and welcome to Wilder Outdoor Academy. In today's lesson, I'll show you how to build a lean-to shelter with 2 pieces of paracord and natural materials that you would find in the woods. So a lean-to shelter is a really great shelter, whether you're trying to survive or just camp. It'll keep you dry and keep the wind off of you. And again, all you need to bring with you is some rope or some paracord. So for today's lesson, you'll need 2 pieces of 6 feet of paracord. So 2 6-foot pieces of paracord. That's what I meant to say. Here we go. And you will need, to start with, 7 long sticks, about 6 feet long each. These are a little short, but for what we'll be doing today, they'll need to be about 6 feet long. So you need 6 6-foot sticks. And then you'll also need one really long one, probably 8-9 feet long. What we're going to do is build 2 tripods and lay a bar across those tripods. And then we're going to build our lean-to shelter from there. So the first step is to build our tripods. When we're building a tripod, we want to use what's called a tripod lashing. The first thing we'll do is we will take one of our outer sticks, or this will become one of our outer legs of our tripod. And we just want to tie a knot. We want to tie the paracord to this stick about 8 to 10 inches down. You can use any kind of knot you want, just a regular overhand knot where you make a loop. Tie it tight. This is a very forgiving lashing, but the idea is it should hold pretty tight here. And once we have our paracord secured to the first stick, what we're going to do is wrap in sort of an S shape or a figure 8 with 3 loops around each of the sticks. We're going to try to keep it real tight. So right now I'm on the furthest to my left. I believe that would be your right. I'm going to take my paracord and put it in front of the middle one, behind the outer one, now behind the middle one, trying not to get it too tangled up. We're just weaving it in and out, keeping it tight the whole time, trying to keep the tops as close to each other as we can. So here, behind, in front, behind, in front, behind again. And we'll do this about 3-4 times. And we want to keep it real tight. And when we get to our last time through, we still want to have a few feet of cord left over. What we're going to do is we're going to wrap our paracord in between each pair of sticks. So wrap it about 3 times this way, on this one about 3 times between these two, and then we tie it off the same kind of regular old knot at the top. I'm going to go in between my 2 sticks, wrapping. Again, not getting too tangled here, trying not to. Through here, going to the other side, doing the same thing. Once we do that a few times, then we just tie it to the top. Secure it to the last tripod leg that we wrapped around. So here you can just use a regular little knot, a loop, whatever you want, something to just secure it. And then, again, it should be tight. The last thing we do is we take the middle one, pull it below the other 2, and then crisscross the other 2 across the top. Again, take the middle one, push it below the other 2, that's this guy, and crisscross it across the top, the other 2 across the top, and you have a tripod. So we'll want to build 2 of these, and these will be the base for our lean-to shelter. Okay, so as you can see, I've got my 2 tripods set up here. And I've got my really long stick. You'll notice that this is probably 4 or 5 inches thick. This is going to carry a lot of weight. So we want to be sure that it's a thick enough piece of wood, but I'm just going to lay it in between the sticks on my tripod. And what you'll see is that this can carry a lot of weight. A tripod is a really strong shape. It's a really strong structure. And so once I've got this set up, I have a structure that I can use for all kinds of things. You could hang meat on this, you could hang your clothes on this, you could cook over this, but today we're going to build a lean-to shelter. And with the lean-to shelter, what I need is just a bunch of long sticks and forest debris. And I'm thankful that I have that behind me here. And all I'm going to do is start stacking this up at an angle, so this way, onto my structure. And we start with branches. Could be thick, could be thin, but we're going to cover this whole section with branches. Okay, and so here you can see I have the beginning of my lean-to. Now this is something I'll work on and I'll keep layering. The last step that you typically want to do is add leaves. So lots and lots of dead leaves to this, and then pile more sticks on top to hold those leaves on. And that'll protect you from the water. But even right now, it's going to be a lot less windy here than it would be otherwise. You can see I can get under here, lay down, and have a good night's sleep. Just need to add some more material to windproof it. So here you go, your lean-to with everything you would just find in the woods and 2 pieces of paracord.